So today we're going to be taking a look at 4 brand new Banana Republic fragrances. It looks like we have Gardenia and Cardamom, we have Dark Cherry and Amber, we have Peony and Peppercorn, and finally we have Tobacco and Tonka Bean. So these are all new Eau de Parfum releases from Banana Republic. We have great presentations here, and this is going to be a first impressions video, so just going to give you my first thoughts on these. I'm not going to be talking about performance and all that stuff today because, well, I'm going to need time to test these, but I do want to try these live on camera for you so you can get my first impression. So really quick before we do jump into it, I do want to let you know that these were actually sent to me from soavantgarde.com. I've worked with them in the past. They've sent me out the To Me fragrances. You guys remember my reviews, To Me, Unwaken, and Unwind, and also the Christian Siriano Eau La Rouge fragrance, which is kind of a Baccarat Rouge 540 smelling fragrance. They sent me out those to check out, and they were kind enough to work with us again and provide me these fragrances so I could share my thoughts with you guys. Of course, this was all unbiased. I'm not being paid to say anything. This is just my first impression, so hope you guys enjoy. Obviously, as you can see, I did go ahead and take these out of the box just so I don't have to fumble around with opening these up outside and having the cellophane flying everywhere, but all of these are unsprayed and I haven't smelled any of them yet. And I also haven't looked at the note breakdowns of any of these fragrances. Obviously, the names of these are giving away some of the key ingredients, or at least that's what you would expect them to be, but other than that, I haven't done any research on these, so it's going to be completely blind. We're going to go ahead and start it off with Gardenia and Cardamom. Nice bottles, nice presentation. I like the caps. I like this kind of rubber seal going around where the cap clicks into place, as you can see on there. Maybe you can't see it very well, but you take the cap off. Got that kind of rubber looking black accent there. Let's go ahead and give it a shot and we'll see what it smells like. Okay, so definitely a lighter, fresher scent. Now, Gardenia and Cardamom, I'm obviously getting some flower, some floral notes from this. And I am getting a little bit of a warm, spicy cardamom. Now, it's not too strong of a cardamom. It's not too overly spicy. I find it to be pretty well balanced with the floral component here. Definitely leaning more towards the feminine side. I would say I think all these fragrances, if I had to guess, are probably listed as unisex. But I can see this one definitely smelling beautiful on a woman. I think this would be a bit too floral for my taste. If you're a man and you like floral scents, this one would be one that you could give a shot, but I would say this is going to be more feminine leaning, at least for me personally, but it does smell great. Right off the bat, quality is smelling really good. Doesn't smell cheap, it smells of high quality. Pretty impressed so far. Up next, we have Peony and Peppercorn. So obviously this is going to be another feminine leaning one. If I had to take a wild guess, I don't know what would make me think that. Perhaps the name and the kind of pinkish colored bottle, but we'll give it a shot anyway. Again, a couple sprays on here, and let's see what we have. Yeah, so this one is very floral. This one's a bit like, almost like a fruitiness as well. And honestly, what this reminds me of right off the bat, just kind of, you know, my brain making connections with other scents, is it kind of reminds me a little bit of Mancera Sicily. That's one of my personal favorite Manceras. It's a great, fresh, and primarily fruity fragrance for summertime. It's got some citrus, but mostly fruits, like peach, apple, and stuff. And it kind of, at least in the opening, reminded me a little bit of that, like some of the fruitiness that I get from Sicily, I kind of get in here as well. Now, to be honest with you, I'm not too familiar with Peony. I'm not even too familiar with Peppercorn. This is kind of something that's out of my territory, as I'm not usually featuring fragrances with these types of notes. But it does smell good, and again, this one I think would smell fantastic on a woman. It's got a bit more of a clean, fresh muskiness to it, to where I think it would be very versatile on a woman to wear really any time of year for about anything. Another nice release here. And again, it would smell great, especially on a woman. All right, up next we have Dark Cherry and Amber. So this one is going to be interesting. I love the deep red bottle. I think this one's going to be a great one, especially for fall and winter time. Today is a beautiful fall day. It's really starting to look like fall. It's really kind of ramped up within the past few days. Leaves are everywhere. I'm sure you could probably hear that. If I step, you can hear the leaves crunching. It's extremely windy, so I apologize for the wind. But it's really starting to feel like fall, and I feel like this would be a great one for fall. But let's give it a shot here. Ooh, that's beautiful. Let me get this. That smells really nice. The name is very, very representative of the actual scent. I do get this nice deep cherry smell. Getting a bit of an amber in there as well, nothing too crazy. It's not anything that is a sticky amber. To me, I'm getting a bit more of a powderiness from this scent. Another one that I would definitely say is unisexual, but for me is one that I would consider wearing for myself. I could see myself wearing this, especially in the fall, winter, cooler months. That smells really nice, and honestly, the color that comes to my mind when I smell this is a dark, deep, beautiful red like the bottle. So I definitely did a great job in color coordinating the bottle to the fragrance itself. And even, of course, the name is very evocative of the scent. This smells expensive. This smells high-end. This smells like a really good fragrance, and in my opinion, at least so far, it is a really good fragrance. Of course, with all these performances up in the air, I'm not sure how these are going to perform. All of them are EDP concentrations, so I would expect really good longevity and, you know, moderate projection. But right off the bat here, it smells fantastic, and this is one of my favorites that we've tried so far. But we do have one more, which I have a feeling is going to be my favorite of all of them. And last up, we have Tobacco and Tonka Bean. Just by the name alone, I had a feeling that this one is going to be my favorite, and we're about to find out a couple of my favorite notes. I love Tonka Bean in fragrances. It's used in multiple different ways. It's a very versatile note. I love tobacco in fragrances as well. Let's go ahead and give this one a shot. Ooh, that smells incredible. Exactly what I was expecting. A nice powdery Tonka bean and a nice sexy tobacco note. That smells fantastic. This smells expensive. This smells chic. This smells luxurious. I'm almost getting like a bit of leather as well. I don't know if leather is in here, but I'm definitely picking on something that almost seemed like a leather. Almost just a touch of an animalic type of note as well. But that smells fantastic. Exactly what I was expecting and exactly what I was hoping for. You know, two of my favorite notes here. And they were done really well in this. And again, quality-wise, I'm very impressed. I mean, these are not lacking in quality. They don't smell cheap. They don't smell harsh. They don't smell synthetic. You know, it's very, very smooth right when you spray it on. And this is on paper too, so that's pretty incredible. Great quality, great scents, and I could see this one being in heavy rotation, especially here in the upcoming fall and winter time. So guys, there you have it. That was my first impressions of these 4 new Banana Republic fragrances. Again, first impressions, I can't provide too much info to you on these, so I apologize for that, but I do know you guys like to see me try stuff live on cameras to kind of get, you know, my authentic first impressions, which that's what this was. If you want to see me review any of these in particular, leave a comment down below. I'm almost certain I'm going to do a full review on tobacco and Tonka Bean here at some point, but if you want to see me do any of the other ones, leave a comment down below. And if you've also tried any of these, let me know what you think down below. And again, these were sent to me from soavantgarde.com. They were kind enough to supply these fragrances to me so I could give you guys my thoughts on these. So I do want to thank them again for sending these out to me and giving me the opportunity to check these out. Of course, this was completely unbiased, just me trying these out, and again, they all smelled really nice. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you tomorrow with another one. Take care.